Good morning, folks. It's your boy Richie Rich here. Today in this video, I am back with another car explanation video for you guys. Today in this video, I am going to be talking to you guys about something completely different. As you've seen in my last video, I recently talked about the third generation Mustang. So I talked about that. I talked about the third generation Ford Mustang for my last few videos I did. I even talked about the Ascari A10, and I did a couple gaming videos, which of Need for Speed High Pursuit Remastered Edition, which I haven't done for a long time, but I've thought to myself, it would be a great idea to do so. And I managed to get that completed for you guys. So, at least that's complete. Now we're moving on to something else, something completely different, and something that I've not talked about for a very, very incredibly long time. There's one special car that I've always wanted to talk about for a very long time. I'll show you what car it is. Here it is. So the car I'm talking about is this one right here. Now, this car right here, a lot of you guys might not recognize. I don't recognize this car at all because I've never known anything about this one until I had a look at this up close. And I just realized this car, and I realized this car is pretty cool. Considering it's based on one of the best all-time supercars. I'll get to that in a little bit. Today, I'll be talking to you guys about this car, which is called the VLF Force 1. And when I think of this name, VLF Force 1, I think of like jet fighters and aircrafts, and also some aircraft carriers as well that was used in like the wars, World War One. Well, not really World War One, but like modern modern military after World War II, basically. And some World War II stuff as well is what I think of it. That's what I currently think of, war stuff with all this kind of stuff. So VLF Force 1, when I think of this, I think of it either like some stealth fighter or a tank, really. I got no idea. Or some rocket launcher. Again, I got no idea at all. But that's what I think of. So today I'll be talking to you guys about the VLF Force 1, which is this car right here. Without any further ado, before we start, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit that notification bell, and hit all so you're alerted of when I make new uploads. And let's do it. All right, so VLF Force 1. Here we go. The VLF Force 1 is an American sports car produced by VLF Automotive, based on the Dodge Viper. Based on the Dodge Viper VX1, the Force 1 was designed by automobile designer Henrik Fisker, born 10th of August 1963, who is a Danish automotive designer and entrepreneur based in Los Angeles, California, where I want to move to one day. He's best known for designing luxury cars. After working at BMW, Ford, and Aston Martin, Fisker founded Fisker Automotive in 2007. The company failed to meet production deadlines despite significant both federal and private investments. Designer Henrik Fisker, VLF Automotive, also partnered with American racing driver and Viper enthusiast Ben Keating. from Texas, from Tomball, Texas. So yeah, American racing driver and Viper enthusiast Ben Keating, during the development of the Force One, leveraging his experience with the engine, which I'm also a Viper enthusiast as well. So the Force One V10 was first unveiled at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show, with the production of the first run of 50 vehicles planned to begin in April 2016. Now, as usual for every video I do, it is overview. So here we go. So overviews first, so let's do it. Manufacturer is a VLF Automotive. Manufacturer VLF Automotive. Production is from April 2016. Only 50 units were produced. Assembly is in the Auburn Hills in Michigan in the US. The designer is Henrik Fisker. Body and chassis next. The class is a sports car. Technically it's a supercar, but people call it a sports car, which it is sporty underneath. And it's the S segment for it. So yeah, class is a sports car. The body style is a two-door coupe or coupe. The layout is front mid-engine, rear-wheel drive. It's related to the VLF Destino and the Dodge Viper VX1, which is this car here. And I might talk about this Viper in one of my videos. I just don't know when, but at some point I will. Again, don't know, but soon, at some point, I might have a chance. So yeah, related to the VLF. So it's related to the VLF Destino and the Dodge Viper VX1. Powertrain is next. The engine is an 8.4 liter Viper V10, naturally aspirated. Power output is 556 556 kilowatts, 755 PS, 745 horsepower, and it makes 638 pound-feet, 865 newton meters of torque. Transmission options, two versions you can get is the first one for private drivers, like I will be, is a 6-speed Tremec TR6060 manual, or for like people who are new to driving, a 6-speed Ford 6R80 automatic. Next up is dimensions. So first off is the wheelbase. Wheelbase is 98.9. So wheelbase is 2,510 millimeters, 98.9 inches, close to 99, almost 100 inches for the wheelbase. The length is 4,545 millimeters, 179 inches. The length. The width is 2,018 millimeters, 79 inches. The height is 1,243 millimeters, 49 inches. The curb weight is 1,540 kilos, which is 3,395 pounds. Next up is history. VLF Automotive is a joint. So VLF Automotive is a joint venue between designer Henrik Fisker, former GM vice chairman Bob Lutz, who's a Swiss-American automotive executive. And he served as a top leader of all of the U.S. Big Three automobile manufacturers, having been in succession executive vice president, and board member of Ford Motor Company, or FMC, president, and then vice chairman and board member of Chrysler Corporation, and vice chairman of General Motors. So GM vice chairman Bob Lutz, which is spelled Lutz or Lutz, and businessman Gilbert Villarreal, which is spelled Villarreal. Lutz and Villarreal began VL Automotive in 2012, and in 2013 unveiled the VLF Destino, a luxury automobile based on Fisker's Karma electric car, which is this car right here. That was once featured in Top Gear one day, or one time actually, by James May. Which this car is pretty cool. I like the look of this one. It looks pretty good. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Even though, like, I first thought Fisker was an American company, but it was actually from manufactured at Valmet Automotive in Uusikaupunki in Finland, actually. So it was in Europe, not America. Sorry. Based on the Fisker's Karma electric car. Sorry, electric car. Not interesting. VLF did away. VLF did away with the Karma's full electric powertrain and replaced it with the old school 6.2 liter naturally aspirated LS9 V8 engine. Let's go. Old school V8 power. Come on. Awesome. 6.2 liter LS9 V8 engine used in the Chevy Corvette ZR1 C6. Eventually, Fisker joined the team and VL Automotive became VLF Automotive. VLF then began working on a new automobile built around the 8.4 liter Viper naturally aspirated Viper V10 engine, which would become the Force 1 V10. In 2015, Fisker met racing driver and Viper enthusiast Ben Keating. Fisker and VLF partnered with Keating during the development of the Force 1. Keating drew on his Viper racing experience to design the Force 1's active suspension, which makes nearly 10,000 adjustments per second. That's crazy. This results in better traction and a significantly improved ride when compared with a Viper. Because like the Viper suspension is just quite stiff. Like the ride on that is not really like well sorted. It'll give like people chronic backache when they experience the ride in the Viper. Depends on how stiff the suspension will be. Anyways, let's move on to the design and specifications, starting off with the engine. So, engine. The Force 1 V10 utilizes an 8.4 liter V10 engine used in the fifth generation of the Dodge Viper. The standard output for this engine is 477 477 kilowatts. So 477 kilowatts, 648 PS, 640 horsepower, and 600 pound-feet, 813 newton meters of torque. VLF significantly increased the engine's output for the Force 1 and the the engine was now rated at 556 kilowatts. So 566 kilowatts, 755 PS, 745 horsepower, and 638 pound-feet, 865 newton meters of torque, an increase of 14% and 5% respectively. So in total is like 19, like rounded up is almost 20%, is a 20% increase respectively. So that's good. This results in a top speed of 351 kilometers an hour, 218 miles an hour, and a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour, 0 to 60 mile an hour acceleration time of just approximately 3 seconds. The engine of the Force 1 V10 is placed between both the cabin and the front axle, with the engine's center of mass located behind the front axle. This is meant to improve the vehicle's handling by modifying weight distribution. The Force 1 comes standard with a 6-speed manual gearbox, but an optional 6-speed paddle shift automatic would be available on request. Next up we got is body. The Force 1's exterior was designed by Heinrich Fisker, known for his work on the design of the BMW Z8 and Aston Martin DB9. Among other automobiles, the Force 1 shares many basic design features with other American sports cars, and in particular the Dodge Viper, with which it shares the basic chassis. It features an elongated hood, a long tapered rear section, and protruding wheels, and has a body made entirely of carbon fiber. The Force 1 has a sharp angled front side which also sports sports 6 functional intake and outlet vents. The rear of the car is more curved and contains a large outlet vent. The Force 1 also features ultra-thin lights at both the front and the rear. The front and roof spoilers, as well as the rear diffuser, are made of exposed, polished carbon fiber. The roof spoiler also contains the onboard Wi-Fi hotspot antenna and a third brake light. I didn't know it had an antenna for Wi-Fi. That's mainly used in homes, but in cars, I don't know. Next up we got is interior. The interior excuse me. The interior is designed for 2 people and is trimmed in leather, suede, and Alcantara. Say leather, suede, and Alcantara. Other features include a mild aluminum or aluminium and leather gear shifter, leather and suede sunglasses holder, and a hidden milled aluminum or aluminium pen holder. The Force 1. So the Force 1 also features a substantial technology suite, which is spelled S-U-I-T-E. Say S-U-I-T-E, including in-dash navigation. So in-dash navigation, so it's like sat-nav, smartphone connectivity and charging, and a Wi-Fi hotspot housed in the rear wing. It's also fitted. This one's kind of a weird but kind of useful one, with a champagne holder. That's right, a champagne holder. So it's also fitted with a champagne holder with a 2-bottle capacity located between the 2 seat backs. Next up is the wheels. The Force 1 V10 is fitted with 21-inch, those are huge wheels. 533 millimeter aluminum or aluminium 4-spoke wheels, with a width of 267 millimeters, 10.5 inches in the front, and 330 millimeters, 13 inches in the rear. The Pirelli P0 high-performance tires are sized at 305/25, so 305/25 021s in the front, with 355/25 021s in the rear. The Force 1 V10 is outfitted with Brembo high-performance brakes. So yeah, it's outfitted with Brembo high-performance brakes. And last up, we got is production, and then that'll be it. After debuting at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show, it was announced that an initial run of 50 cars was planned in 2016. The first two units, including the vehicle displayed at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show, took only took only 10 weeks to build, and Bob Lutz, can't really pronounce it, but it's spelled Lutz. Saying Bob Lutz, again, don't know how to pronounce it well, claimed the initial development. So developments only required $10 million in investment. Production took place. Production took place at VLF's manufacturing facility in Auburn Hills, Michigan, beginning in April 2016. Deliveries were planned for Q3 of 2016 as part of the partnership. As part of the partnership with Ben Keating, all 50 units would be exclusively would be available through Keating's Viper Exchange dealership exclusively. Pricing for the Force One V10 will start at $286,500, which is around 261,958 euros. It's almost 262,000 euros. And 225,602 quid. Getting close to 226 grand in the UK. 226,000 quid. So you're starting at $286,500. So as part of the partnership with, so as part of the partnership, wait, hold on, so production, claim the initial developments only required $10 million in investment. Production took place at VLF's Auburn Hills, Michigan manufacturing facility, began in April 2016. Deliveries were planned for Q3 of 2016. So we're on the right track, so yeah. As part of the partnership with Ben Keating, all 50 units would be exclusively would be available through Keating's Viper Exchange dealership exclusively. Pricing for the Force One V10 will start at over $286,500. VLF, so yeah, we're on the right track. VLF had future plans to distribute both the Force One V10 and the VL Destino through a small group of domestic dealerships, though no plans to create exclusive dealerships were made. Only 5 cars were actually produced. And that is it, guys. So if you guys like this video, sorry if I kind of screwed it up a little bit, but I'm still under the weather, feeling a bit unwell, like sick. So kept on coughing, and I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's just not working for me at all. So sorry if I screwed it up. I apologize. It's just I'm trying to fight off this cold I got as much as I can as possible. I don't like. I don't know at this rate. I doubt it will get better. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, that'll be it. If you guys like this video, if you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit that notification bell. So like it, subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit that notification bell, and also you are alerted of when I make new uploads. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys soon. So yeah, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Take care, folks. Bye bye.